Suffern, New York DWI lawyer. A DWI arrest in Suffern, New York can shake your confidence and leave you wondering what happens next to your license, your job, and your future. But a charge is not a conviction, and many drivers in Rockland County have had their charges reduced or dismissed entirely with a strong, well-prepared defense. New York groups all impaired driving offenses under Vehicle and Traffic Law Section 1192, covering everything from a traffic infraction to a serious felony, depending on your BAC and prior record. A DWAI charge applies when your blood alcohol content is between 0.05 and 0.08 and is classified as a traffic infraction, yet it still triggers an automatic 90-day license suspension upon conviction. DWI applies at 0.08 back or higher and is charged as a misdemeanor, while aggravated DWI at 0.18 back or higher carries even steeper penalties, including fines up to $2,500 and a minimum 1-year license revocation. A second DWI within 10 years becomes a Class E felony with up to 4 years in prison, and a third becomes a Class 500 felony, carrying up to 7 years of incarceration and fines reaching $10,000. As of February 2026, the New York DMV also assigns a mandatory 11 points for any alcohol or drug-related conviction, instantly flagging you as a persistent violator and triggering additional DMV hearings on top of what the court orders. On top of court fines, a conviction brings a driver responsibility assessment of $250 per year for 3 years paid directly to the DMV, making the financial consequences of a conviction far greater than the fine alone. DWAI-Drug and DWAI-Combination charges require no specific BAC threshold, meaning police only need observable evidence of impairment, but drug recognition evaluations and roadside observations used to build those cases can be challenged in court. Randall F. Inniss is a former New York State trooper with over 20 years of law enforcement experience who personally made or assisted in more than 100 DWI arrests, giving him an inside understanding of exactly how the prosecution builds its case. As the attorney at the Inniss firm PLLC, he now uses that law enforcement background to defend drivers throughout the Hudson Valley, challenging evidence and fighting to protect clients from mandatory license suspensions and life-altering penalties. Most local cases begin in Suffern Village Court, and having a lawyer involved from the very first day gives you a measurable advantage when facing charges along I-287, Route 17, or the Route 59 corridor. DWI charges in New York can sometimes be reduced to a non-criminal traffic infraction or dismissed entirely when the prosecution's evidence is legally weak or key procedural errors occurred during the stop or arrest. Contact the Inniss firm, PLLC, located at 400 Rella Boulevard, #165, Suffern, New York 10901, by calling 845-533-0265 to schedule your free case review with an experienced Suffern DWI attorney today.